revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the...
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Set, 19, 58, the mic. We got to get the ball.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Here's Watson. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring it back. An interception return from a Colts TD. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Watson now to throw. It's complete. Stills. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First down. 1st and 10. 7-yard line.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. And 58 is a mic. Go 58 is a mic.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Colts 28-yard line.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Watson. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
You better be afraid of me.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal, 4-yard line.
Mike, 58, right there.
Now Bell. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Back to throw, Luck. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. On first down, Owens trying to run inside, but nothing there. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. 41's coming. 41's the mic. Hey, quick.
Out of the gun, Locke. Short little throw to Ebron. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They run the counter. It's Owens, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. This is fielded at the 7. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play. As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg. Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check.
From the 50, it's Watson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And, his first carry. He loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll run on first down. Owens. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Love. And that is incomplete.
J.J. Watt knocks, no, let me say it right. J.J. Watt swats another attempted pass away. A lot of defensive linemen, all defensive linemen are taught, get your hands up in the passing lane when you can't get to the passer. But he's taken it to high art for him, hasn't he?
He really has, and every time I see that, I'm reminded of that play against Cincinnati in the playoffs his rookie year, where he just took it right out of the air, took it in for 6 points, and then he really started to come into his own.
Yeah, the legend really was born that day, wasn't it?
It was. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Hey, pick your game up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. He's got Fuller. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
That's good for a Texans first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again is Watson. He gets it to Thomas. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
From the gun on third, Watson is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And all the way down to the 26. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Colts.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Luck. He's got Jack Doyle. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line.
Watch twins.
Luck gives this one off to Mack. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 11 feet. Slam, slam. Topper.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Locke. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. 4 down, check.
Now Watson. That's complete. It's Bell. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
59, 54.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Now it's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 63 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Owens. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From the 41, Luck. Catch made here by Campbell. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Colts.
Luck now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing is Luck. Campbell making the catch. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To the air again, Luck. Got an open man, that's Campbell. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A throw by Luck complete to his tight end, Ebron. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. That's a staple of this offense, drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Luck. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right, and you just mentioned it, the defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Go! Yeah, let's get set. Ready. Check.
They'll fake it. Now Locke. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Colts on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Locke. And he's got his man Hilton. That one goes for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now Bell. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On second down, it's Bell. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on third down, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Fighting him off. Well, a first down and then some. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Le'Veon Bell. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Locke. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. He's got it to Hilton. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Back to throw. Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. And again this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Luck now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
They're running it. Hey, check right, check right.
One last throw here for Locke. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Texans, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milk. Cause bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, it's a vessel Stallone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs and hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but them LeBron. Rings to the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like.